I'm McKenna.
I'm Cole.
Welcome to
Our Not So Typical Life. Hi everybody, welcome back. Today's video is going to be me talking about my college experience as an Aspie. You can probably imagine having Asperger's and going to college. It can be kind of difficult. That was an understatement. There's a number of things I can talk about here, such as, did I have trouble making friends or relating to them, or did I feel like I was on the same academic level? Did I have trouble processing everything? Like, what did I do when I felt overloaded with work and information, and like, what did I do to help with that, and what help did I get? Like, what accommodations did I get? And what else, and what about college did I like? Like, what were the best parts? All of that I can talk about. I'm going to talk about here today. Going into college, I didn't go in with really any friends. There were only a very small handful of people, maybe only two people who I knew previously who were going. And I didn't... I actually made friends fairly quick, I think. And someone with Asperger's or anyone else on the spectrum, making friends is a real difficulty, because generally being social is not in our repertoire. However, again, I did make some friends, and in some ways I did have trouble relating to them, though, because the majority of them, minus one, maybe two, could not really relate to me. And that one friend, I'm still in contact with her. She's actually like my best friend. But yeah. And so no, the answer to the question, did I have trouble relating to my peers? The answer to that is sometimes yes. But did I have trouble making friends? Not as much as I thought. I did sometimes feel like I was falling behind in classes, especially the math classes I had to take, or math class I had to take. I had to take it twice. And not only that, but my first semester didn't go very well. I went from graduating high school with a 3.75 to finishing my first semester with a 2 point something. Don't even remember what it was, like a 2.4. That was pretty devastating. I completely underestimated how difficult the transition was going to be, and I actually felt like there really was no transition. It was, here's high school, here's college, figure it out. That's what it felt like going in. And so to that end, I did feel like I did get a lot of work and information overload. The amount of homework I would have at night, every college kid, new college kid struggles with that, but I especially struggled with that, and knowing that I was going to have very little help unless I went directly to my professors, or maybe occasionally asked my parents a question or two about something, but most of the time I was pretty much on my own. And that was hard to deal with. I was being forced to become independent in certain ways. In other ways, I wasn't independent at all, because I was still living at home. But that which in itself was a blessing, but I'm not going to get into that right now. And what did I do to cope with that overload? I really had to learn how to pace myself, and having essentially a block schedule, which is what I had in high school, that really, really helped. And having a 4-day school week instead of 5 days. every Friday was off, and so gave that extra day to catch up on things if I needed to, or heck, even just to take a day to not do anything and then get recharged the next day. It was that was really helpful, and that was a good way for me to cope. And anything else? How the school did CCU? They did accommodate me pretty extensively. Not in ways that other universities might have, because it was a private university. But what accommodations I did get were very helpful. And having an individual someone working with me was to help set up, testing, possible extensions if I needed it. That was really helpful, and it did help me to cope with the workload and with the general difficulty I had, definitely starting out at college. And yeah, I know there's a whole lot more that can be said here, and that would take a bunch of different videos. But overall my college experience as someone with Asperger's, a lot of times, I did feel out of place. I did feel like it was extra difficult, and I felt like a lot was being asked of me that I couldn't do. But I did do it. And I had an enormous amount of help from a bunch of different places to get me through it, from whether it's encouragement from my parents or having friends to talk to and hang out with, or the fact that my professors, I could go to them anytime I needed help, and they were absolutely amazing. And that was one of the better parts of my college experience were my professors. I'm not sure I should really get into names, but I'm sure they'll know who they are. They really, really helped me. First of all, just get through the classes. Second of all, professors I had, they knew how to make the classes enjoyable and engaging. And that's what I really wanted from college, was to feel like not like taught at or spoken or talked at, but spoken to. And a couple of classes and professors I had, that is how they ran their class, and that was awesome. That was really, really good way to get me to learn and to help everyone else to learn. Another great part of college was the friends I made, and the experiences I had with those friends, and not the typical college friend experience that you would get somewhere else, but whether it was going over to hang out with the guys from my adoptive stairwell, go cockpit, going there to hang out and play video games, or spending time with my other friends who I made from other classes and doing homework. Those were some of the best things about it. Not only that, but getting a faith-based education and college experience that I wouldn't have gotten anywhere else. That's actually the number one. That's the number one best thing I got. That I wouldn't have traded that for any other university anywhere else. Even if the work was easier, even if making friends was easier. That alone is what really kept me there and why I wanted to go there in the first place. I understand I'm probably seeming kind of rambly now, and talking about this, I can kind of go on tangents here. But anyway, bottom line, to anyone on the spectrum, whether they have Asperger's or any other form, if you want to go to college, go to college. If it's not for you, something else will come up. But for those of you who aspire to go to college and really have an idea of what you want to do when you get there, make it work. You'll find ways to make it work. I did. It's going to be more difficult. It's going to feel at times even impossible. There are times where I felt, I'm not even sure I can do this, so I felt like I wanted to leave. And I'm not sure how many people I've actually said that to, but yeah, at times I felt like I couldn't do it, like I needed to drop, like I felt like I wanted to drop out because I couldn't do the work. And I was not doing well in classes I normally would have been doing well in. Part of which was my fault. But all that to say, neurotypical or not, you want to go to college, go to college. It's worth it. And I think that's all for today. I hope this is all as informative as I can make it. And I'll see you all next time.